All right, so welcome, people to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much. And another day of me going to a football match, getting what I can get, pictures, videos, and stuff, and then rushing back to head home to come and do the live in the evening to discuss the same game that I just watched. And you know what, people? Let me tell you, people, we are all sick. We are sick. Let me tell you, we are sick. There's no way we should be this dedicated to football, but it's our fun, it's our joy, and we do enjoy it. So, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Massive respect to everyone. Some big results today, some surprising results as well. Some big teams drop the ball, drop points. So, the question I'm gonna ask, it's here. Which team got the SBFL of the day? Which team got the big L of the day? Who got the biggest loss? Now, remember, some teams are kind of equal, so you can't really. Alright, so the equal teams with a big deficit in defeat can equate to that. But guess what? You guys choose who you think got the L of the day. Massive respect. Everyone who's tuning in. Really appreciate it. Guys, you know what? We aim for 18,000 tomorrow. The aim was to hit 18,000 subscribers on Wednesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday. We're not near there. We're not there. But guess what? I really appreciate it, guys. We still came close. We still came really close at 17,600. That is very close in my point of view. But hopefully we can hit this 18K this week. Let's see if we can do that this week. So keep on sharing the video, people. Keep on sharing the video. Now, as you guys know, I was at the StGC game versus Waterford. And my word, it was a cracker. You guys will enjoy those highlights. It was a cracker. Now, some interesting stuff happened in that game. Not only that, but the game in itself, the how should I put it now? The nature of the game that regards to point standing, point to prove, a point to prove based off how the first game went. And definitely, there's a lot to say about that game. But we're gonna touch on other games before we touch on that. So let me jump in the comment section. Come, you know, the comment section is supposed to go mad. Big up, people. Already 60 persons here. We haven't even reached 4 minutes yet. 60 persons here. Just smash up the subscribe button. Not the subscribe, the like button, people. Get the like equivalent to the amount of views. Let's see if we can do that. So I'm not going to the comment section before we do anything. CDE. Big up CDE. Big up. Massive respect. SCG. And I met him today. I may tell us, first off, you want to see him. Hope and pray, but StGC turned out in the second half and did give the fans something to really cheer about. Ryan Shippey, people. So for all the games that you have not seen, the games in the far region, like the place where me can't go because it one of two things: either too much gas, too expensive bus fare, or the time when I have to leave out to catch the game. Also the time to come back home, I would not be able to do any live if I should go to that game. So the games, the From, the William Nib, all of these schools, Shippey TV covers that, people. So if you want to see those games, you can check out Shippey TV. He's the one who covers that region. When me can't see the game then, William Nib and them team there, I him channel me watch and see those games. So me can say, okay, I'm looking at this player, I'm seeing that player. So people, make sure to support Shippey TV as much as possible, just as how you guys support me. I mean, I tell people, you won't regret it. I'm telling you, some good stuff, me I tell you. And he actually can post longer videos that I can. He can only post up to 15 minutes maximum, I think, and you get almost full games on Shippey TV. So people, definitely big up Shippey TV. Shippey TV is a good job, bro. I'm seeing the work. Big up Tyron Turner said MG. Big up Sanjiro said Waterford should have win. So you go sometime. Michael Smart said big up ST. Peter Parker, George get their revenge. Sweet man. Michael Smart said StGC is back on track. Kingsley, how many goals did Whisper score? I'm not sure. I didn't get that. But maybe someone will point out at some point in time. John Aki said big up MG. CD said love for the sport. Shane Billy said big up MG. And Tony said Sanjiro, that sound bad man. What happened? Oh, what said true? Sanjiro said Waterford should have win. You know, bad man Antonio. I don't think it's bad man. It's just that he feels as if they should have won. Unfortunately, you know, funny thing, you're gonna see in the highlights that The first clear cut chance of the day went to Waterford. The number 7, the striker, lethal striker. Boy, may I tell you, clean, really good striker. And he didn't get it. He didn't score. And I'm telling you, maybe if he had scored that goal, it would have been a different game. Maybe it would have been a different game. Shane Billings just said that Big L is Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook and Big L. So would you expect that? Wouldn't you expect Casey to beat Meadowbrook? Maybe not by the margin, but to defeat Meadowbrook. Maybe not by the margin. Tangi said 1. Whisper scored 1. XLR said tell Waterford can manage good football field. Me don't know about that. Me don't know. But them play good as well. Antonio said Winchester clean. Shane Billings said XLR, you are right. I knew that would happen. Top gamers, see you at the match. Big up top gamers. Massive respect. See a lot of people as well. I see a lot of people as well. CD said, I told you we would run on them second half. True, definitely. Georges really run out in the second half. Hard and aggressive. And the reason I gave Xavier the man of the match because it was pivotal to how Georges played in the second half. Pivotal. Shane Billings said, suppose StGC did still have Justin that scored 3-0 in Europa Cup. 3 in the Europa Cup. They would have been favourites. Justin a wicked man. Nelson a wicked man. AJ Singh Game said hi, big up. Yo, you're lucky, big up. Michael Smart said 2 him score. Oh, that's speaking about Whisper. Oh, Whisper not top score for now. Nah, stop, non-stop. Michael Smart said just 1 less, a hat-trick, LOL. Christopher Watson said, Mr. Guna, big up Christopher Watson. Luffy, big up. Patricia, sweepstakes. Wagwan for Tarrant versus Manly. Manly defeated Tarrant, I think. If my mind's up right. I think Manly defeated Tarrant. Josiana Minzy said, Magrat side, big. Yeah, I tell her, jeez, Magrat. Charlemont, slip it. Charlemont, fumble the bag. Charlemont, fumble the bag, people. Charlemont, fumble the bag. But for real said, you can show with the highlights, please. The highlights will be dropped tomorrow because by the time I done this, I'll show you. It will probably be too late. Me still not update. Me still not drop the Waterford pictures as yet. So me drop the Georges pictures. My apologies. Drop the Georges pictures. So I'll be dropping the Waterford pictures after the stream, and hopefully by the time, because the highlights, to do the highlights take like even an hour. It's long, people. It's really long. STD said when you enter the Winchester Park, Azteca, it's trouble. Ajahn said, which game I go today? I went to the Georges versus Waterford game. The highly anticipated rematch. Luffy said Casey killed Meadowbrook. Romaro Lam says Shane, what happened to Justin Nelson? XLR said Whisper should have had a hat-trick, but he gave the penalty to another player to take. Shavoy Davis said 1 college. Big up StGC. Alright, so people, me need to jump to the games now. I've been into the comment section for a long while. So me go bring up the games them. So I should have done that before. So we can get going, people. So we need to get going. So I don't know, so we can't hear talking the whole time and we're not meaning business. We mean business, people, so let's get straight to that. You know we mean business. So I'm gonna go straight to that right now. As you can see in the background, so guys, keep on smashing the like button, as you know, and in the same time, share it, people. Share the video if you feel like. Share the video to people who you think might like Schoolboy football content. People who you know go to Schoolboy football matches. Share the video. I do believe that they would somewhat like the videos, just as though you guys like it. And don't be selfish, people. Let other people join in onto the fun. Let other people join in onto the fun, people. Don't be selfish. Let me minimize this to the Norman. Alright, so what I'm gonna start off. I think I'm gonna start off on the DaCosta Cup first. I did Manning Cup last night, so I'm gonna start off on the DaCosta Cup first. So let's get to the DaCosta Cup games. As you know, normally review kind of shorter than the preview because the review is just me announcing the score lines. Basically, most of you guys will have already seen the score lines. If you follow my Instagram, you guys will have definitely Instagram and Twitter. You guys would have most definitely seen the score lines because I tend to publish those first before I do anything else. Alright, so let's jump to it. So we're gonna jump over to it right now. So these are the score lines, people. Let me jump in the comment section for 1 more minute. See what's gonna happen. Christopher Watson said your side dead. Yeah, he roughing up Christopher, but I say go. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. CDE said the third goal was the best for me. Which goal is the third goal again? Third goal of what? I remember my third goal. the second goal, I know say roll under the keeper foot. Keeper come and kick out. I second goal at our first goal. I don't remember. I clearly remember one goal where the player, I think the striker, took it in his chest, in between two players, opened up his chest like that, took it, and then slot it home. Quite easy. I think it was scored by the number 11 or number 9, one of them. Ricardo said, 1-4 said we. Big up Ricardo, same way, support, same way, no? CD said, substitute just came on and one pass into the box, brilliant takedown, and slotted it home nicely. Oh, that was the third goal, yeah. Marvin Campbell, when Casey and StGC are play, I think at the 12. I believe it's the 12. I think maybe next week, probably next week, I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to check that out. But that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. Shane Billings said, it's a block Justin Nelson as he left classes, school last year and went abroad and has no grade for last year. Oh, understood now. Understood. So those who don't know, they'll know right now. What is this? What is this? All right, so let me continue. So we're gonna jump to the games now, people. I've been here long enough. Sherrod Hall said, big up MG, long time don't tune in. Big up Sherrod, hopefully you're doing good. Long time don't see as well. So hopefully you and the family is doing fine. So first game of the day we have, first game we're covering is Greenpond versus Cornwall College. Cornwall defeated Greenpond today, 2-1. So Cornwall can say they're back on their feet now. Would you say that? Let me have a look at the group. Would you say Cornwall is back on their feet? Cornwall in third, 9. Funny enough, if I think this is a two teams are advancing from this group. I think. No, this is not the 7. This is not the 7. That is 3. It's going to be 3. Cornwall seems to be getting back their paces together, getting their foot on the ground. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. Black River drew with Petersfield. Godfrey Stewart and Mannings drew 0-0. Funny. Really, really strange. Mannings dropped big points here, people. Mannings dropped points here. So that's good to see. Well, that makes the group a lot more interesting. Even though Mannings kind of basically gone through already, I don't think there's nothing to stop Mannings right now. They are 7 points in front of Petersfield and 10 points in front of Godfrey Stewart. So you can basically say that Mannings are through to the second round. We're going to move now to Grangill Belmont, and Belmont Academy defeating Grangill 1-0. I thought that Belmont maybe would have scored a little bit more. Grangill find it difficult to not concede goals. Next we have Lacovia versus Monroe. This game is postponed, people, and due to play tomorrow. This game is postponed and will be played tomorrow, people. So that game will be played 1:30. That's what I saw on the ISA page. They will play that game 1:30 tomorrow. Magati, Stets defeated Magati. I do think that was an expected result. Then we have BB Coke. As you're lucky would say, one Coke. BB Coke getting the number done in fine style as well over Sydney Pagan. I try to find the group. I'm trying to find BB Coke group. You're lucky know BB Coke more than me now, so it should be easy to feel out. You're lucky spot BB Coke group. Sometimes I can't remember the groups. Okay, this is it. So BB Coke move up now into third position. Definitely gonna put a chase on to Monroe. So let's see. As you're lucky would say, one Coke. let me see. Ricardo said Watford number 6 and are one of the best midfielders in a Manning Cup. Boy, me I tell you, man. Williams. I don't remember my first name. Even though when I students and tell me first name today, no, I'm gonna remember it. Me I tell you, man. Boy, quality, man. Me I tell you, quality. And he's 17. He's actually 17 years old. The man leave everything. I mean, every game in play, he leave every single thing on the pitch. He's in the defense, playing CDM. He's defending centre back. He's playing midfield, holding midfield, attacking midfield. He's also striking, supporting the wingers. I tell you, there's nothing that he can't do. Taking shot from 20 yards out, 30 yards out. Man, I tell you, man, watching him, I find joy watching him play. The Watford number 6. I find real joy. I enjoy watching the number 7 as well. I find real joy watching the number 6. Man, he's a quality player. I don't think I think I would put him in top 10 in Manning Cup. I personally think I would put him in top 10 in Manning Cup. Let me see where we reach. CD said yes, it was the 3rd goal. Can't be the 12th. We have Calabar on the 10th. Oh, so can't be the 12th. So I'm not sure then. I'm not sure then, CD. Ajana said Alphonsus Davis is the one, is the eye of the L of the day. Okay, I'm not see the result. But I soon reach here, so. Russian Larman said we now see the group. It wants Zoom. Oh, my apologies, people. My apologies. You sure? And it's quite clear. It's quite clean to me. Maybe because I look on it on the laptop. It's quite clean. Clean to me. Let me see if I can zoom it so you guys can see a lot better. Hopefully this can do this. Or hopefully this fix it. I hope that fix it. Alright, so let me continue now. Let's move. So let's continue. Where we reach. One Coke defeated Sidney Pagan. Homo defeated Alphonso Davis. Alphonso Davis now probably now look at the sticky situation. Christiana defeated Alston 5-1. So why did he say Alphonso took the L of the day? Why would he say Alphonso took the L of the day? Let me look on it. No, I wouldn't say that because they have been in kind of poor form. Look at the last 3 games, they have lost it. And the last 2 games leading up to that game, would have lost it. Araka Bessa drew Ochi 1-1. Yorkcastle defeated Brownstown 2-0. These games are close. I need to go to one of these games sometime soon. So today I went to Manning Cup. So tomorrow I will be targeting a DaCosta Cup game. I will be targeting the DaCosta Cup game tomorrow. So let's see which game is in close proximity to me. We will see. If none of the games are in close proximity to me, I'm definitely gonna have to do another Manning Cup game. Unfortunately. St. Mary defeated Horace Clark. St. Mary High defeated Horace Clark. Interesting. I think that's an interesting result. Interesting. St. Mary. That would be I think Horace Clark would get the L of the day because they're in 8 points. St. Mary was on 4 points. And now they have brought back St. Mary into the forefront. So maybe that could be it. McGrath 1, Charlie Mount 0. That is heart crushing. Really crushing. Really, that's tough. January Star, look on the points then. January Charlie Mount take 2 L behind each other. 2 L back to back L. One from Dintil and one from McGrath. January. Well, the only thing is that McGrath will be facing Dintil sometime soon. That's the only thing. If Dintil put down a whipping upon them, it depends. But Charlemont will play, I think, Geisel and Yorton. Charlemont will play Geisel and Yorton for the final 2 games. I think it's Geisel and Yorton for the final 2 games. I think now Dintil is now the leading goal scoring team in schoolboy football on 42 goals. Conceding only 8. They have played 8 games, conceded 8. So you would say that on a holistic look, maybe they are the dominant team. But we will see. Because they have scored the most goal. They conceded 1 goal per game. They have yet to lose a game, yet to draw a game. Many would say that the group is easy, but I'm telling you, the group is not easy. Both Charlie Mount and McGrath have good teams, very good enough teams to defeat a lot of teams in other groups, defeat other teams that I have seen played in both the DaCosta Cup and Manning Cup. So it's not as easy as how people look. So when I'm looking at Dintle really thrashing teams like this, I'm saying, hey, boy, that's not easy, people. Tyre King said 1 Waterford. You look said 1 Coke. You look said you would think I went to BB Coke. Exactly. Orville Jack said, Coach, do you think? Well, I'm not a coach, still not Orville, but I'm just a fan. You can say a football fan. You would say analyst, not pundit, but analyst, football analyst, specifically in the Jamaican category. Yeah. Do you think Calabar will make it out of that group? Let me have a look on the Calabar group. Let me have a look on the Calabar group. Oh, no. We'll reach Manning Cup. We'll reach Manning Cup. We'll answer that. All right, so let me just finish with the previews of the DaCosta Cup. So, heart-wrenching, heart-crunching. McGrath defeated Charlemont 1-0. Well done, McGrath. Definitely well done, McGrath. Let me tell you, McGrath have a very good coach. Mr. T doing some really good job. Omar, hopefully, will get them points next 2 games, final 2 games. Make we see what make we see now. Let's make it run down to the last brickle. Last brickle. last brickle of the game there. So hopefully we can Janos are 2-person subscribe at the same time. And I'm here double nice. Cripsy. Big up Cripsy, welcome. Guys, keep on sharing the live. Really appreciate it, guys. Keep on sharing the live. We have over 100 persons watching. Can you get the like up to 100? I would really appreciate it if you guys do so. Let me jump over back. Alright, so Edith Bennett, Dintle dropped 5 on Edith Bennett. Why Dintle, man? I tell you, Dintle not so long, you know. Why Mr. Thomas not so long at all? Mr. Thomas not so long at all. O'Neill not. Mr. O'Neill not so long at all. And now Yorton defeated Geisel. Big results are for Yorton. Definitely, because most persons have think that is that a draw game or Geisel. But well done to Yorton in getting that well-deserved 3 points. Let's move now to the Manning Cup. Going to the Manning Cup games, people. Going to the Manning Cup. I know most of you guys were asking me about Manning Cup. And remember, what I normally do for the games that I attend, I tend to speak a little bit more about those games in regards to. I just not go over to the Manning Cup. In regards to the scoreline and what I see happen in the game. And the positives and all those things. Let me see. So let's go to the Manning Cup now. Before I touch on the Manning Cup, these are the score lines. Let me look over to the Manning Cup groups. Yes, so we have the groups up. We have the score lines up as well. Touch on the comment section before I go further. We have a lot of people in the comment section. Big up Fresh God. Big up. J. Smith and Charlemont. I get the best 3rd place. Me I pray. I wanted second place now. Take best 3rd place you possible face. One 1st place team. I mean, no want Charlemont. Listen, Charlemont. Really, when me I go Charlemont, maybe I'm missing, maybe I'm me. The luck part, we don't really have a luck, so we're gonna draw. We probably draw one of the worst team for draw. And I think when you're going in the second round, you want to get to an easy team to play, so that you can kind of build on the momentum. When you play the tough teams, them it kind of make it difficult because advancing in the second place is kind of nervous enough. Ricardo Chema said. Dintle 20 scored a trick today. That means he's now the leading goal scorer overall in schoolboy football. He now becomes the leading goal scorer in overall in schoolboy football. Big up. May I tell you, they're tough. So let me jump in, go back, run through some of the comments. You look at when Casey and George are playing, I'm not sure yet. You look at Manchester, that Tyrone. CDE said StGC versus Meadowbrook on the 7th, StGC versus Calabar on the 10th, and StGC versus Casey on the 15th. We'll have to check anything after that. The return leg game. When are the return leg game? Remember they need to play the return leg game? They're going to fix the return leg game in a CDE. They're going to fix the return leg game some point in time. Orlando Cruz said defense win game. MDH said, you really think Seamount was going to beat McGrath? Remember I said I'm a Seamount past student, so I'm looking forward to Seamount, and I really wanted Seamount to win it. But the better team on the day wins the game. That's just football. That is just football. And I have to give credit to McGrath on winning the game. Orville Jack said, I just read that. Ajana said, Dintila coming like Manchester City. Nandez, big up. Big up, Nandez. They on a bicycle ride, go shop, and I listen, see him where. Big up. No, Nandez, you're gone. Listen, when you reach home, you can watch a program, Nandez. When you reach home, you can watch a program. Be very, very careful, bro. When you reach home, you can watch a program. Nah, miss nothing. Peter Parker said, I saw Dintila move. A bullet train in Nepal. No, Dintil is actually, what's good to see is that they are peaking in the right time. They are peaking going to the second round. And normally, once they hit second round, it's just a few more games, like 6, 7 games, about 7 games left, leading up to finals. So it is the right time to peak so that they understand holistically what they want to do. So basically, maybe Dintil have officially found the formula. Maybe that's the case. They have officially. Oh boy. So let's come. Tyrant and I said Dintil a first round bully. Remember where Dintil go last season, Tyrant, remember that. Orlando Crow said defense win league. I think I just read that a while ago. Shane Billings said Calabar has no chance. Orlando Crow said Sainty zone is one of the hardest zone. Interesting. Yeah, I think so. I think I would agree with that. No. I think Sainty. Not sure. Let me run through the comments. Janos are people who take time with the comments and not please me alone. Shane Billings said return leg for Casey Georges is 22nd. CD said I'm checking in the group for the reschedule updates. Haven't located as yet. Sam Anderson said York Castle. Need to see one of the York Castle game, people. I need to see it, definitely. Peter Parker said Ben Francis away upon some teams. Rushian said the Champions Cup this year are gonna be something to talk about. AG Sem said Dintil versus Mona Super Cup. That would be a match and a half. Interesting. Now, Dintil play possession-based football. Mona play high-pressing football. Shamar Martin in the midfield of Dintil is an anti-pressing midfielder. So even when you press him, you can't retain the ball from him. That's gonna be that would have been really an interesting game. That would be definitely an interesting game. Shekwan Lewards, is it Lewards? Hopefully I'm pronouncing it good. Number 3 in Watford side. Big up Shekwan. Massive respect. Thank you very much for tuning in. Win a real soldier, realness corner said 3 teams that come out of zone K. Orlando Cruz said that third place will come out of States zone because Monroe, between Monroe and BB Coke. Interesting. Really interesting. Alright, so let's go to the Manning Cup now, people. Let's jump to the Manning Cup. So we have Casey defeating Meadowbrook 7-0. So I don't think Meadowbrook would get the L of the day because Meadowbrook, I think you'd expect Casey to beat Meadowbrook. But if you want to say the L of the day, I think based on the fact that they got the biggest deficit in defeat and if you realize most of the scorelines now are not as wide in regards to marginally because maybe some teams have adapted to the conditions and some teams have really meshed into I would say chemistry and cohesiveness between teams have gotten a lot better. But so I think if you want to give Meadowbrook, you can say it's a fair shout to give them L of the day. So I'm going to speak about the Georges and Waterford game last, people. So let's go. Stats defeating the Noon 5-0. That game played down by Excelsior. Interesting. Why? We have Jonathan Grant defeating Spanish Town High 4-1. Well done, Jonathan Grant. I haven't been to a Jonathan Grant game. And, funny enough, I'd never been to Spanish Town game as well. In the first leg, Jonathan versus Spanish Town, it washed out. That was the game I was going to go. I was in Spanish Town and the rain did not be bad. Then I end up going going to what game did I went to? The Charlie Mount. I think it was the Charlie Mount. I went to the Charlie Mount game. I believe it's the Charlie Mount first leg, Charlie Mount Magrat game. Tarrant, Norman Manley defeated Tarrant 4-1. Oseb Marty and Campion drew 0-0. Excelsior defeated Cumberland 1-0. KT and Clancarty drew 0-0 as well. Vauxhall and Ale Selassie drew 2-2. Tivoli defeated Elite Dalton 4-2. Bridgeport lost to Charlie Smith 3-0. Well done to Charlie. That game played over by Dumbarton. Bridgeport, like, we're not going to move from Dumbarton. Okay? Every time we got Dumbarton losing the game, we're not going to move from Dumbarton. And Dumbarton is the problem. I don't think of you guys. And Calabar defeated Arden 2-0. So I'm talking about, people. Calabar here kind of making it. Calabar really need to do some work on it. Something wrong at Calabar. Orlando Cross, I think, okay, I just read that MDS didn't have a tendency to dead in the show when it comes to semi-final and final. Yeah, I think so. History would have shown it. So let's see what they can do this season. I do believe that this is a season that Dintil will try to break that curse. Guys, we have over 88 persons hitting the like button. Can you guys get it to 100? And once you hit 100, you won't hear anything more from me. I'm telling you guys. I'm sure of that. I'm sure. Once they reach 100, you won't hear anything. Only 17 persons to hit the like button for it to reach 100 likes. And we have over 117 persons watching. So 17 out of the 100. Nandez said they are the second best team in Spanish Town after St. Catherine. That means that St. Catherine Jonathan Grant game is going to be a really, really entertaining one. O'Shane Henry said Grant and Spanish Town are played Thursday at Prison Oval. Interesting. Grant and Spanish Town. That's going to be an interesting game. That's the second leg, right? I think that's the second leg, the rescheduled game. Nanda said they Grant have a nice team. I went to the game. Help me 100 to big up, like the man video. Big up, help me 100. Orlando said I've watched BB Cook play a youngster that played under 15 for Jamaica when he was around 12. He's number 13 for BB Cook, formerly of Newell High. His smoothest midfielder I've seen so far. He's so calm. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I would love to see him. Only 4 more persons to hit the like button for us to reach 100. Shamar first says Calabar off it chucks, not football. I won't say that now. Remember, Calabar do have their name in football now. Don't know what's happening. I don't know. Tyrone Turner said Dintil have to go get some serious prayers to break that curse. Shane Billings said the reason why Calabar has no chance, KC will win, George is second and Waterford third. It means that in the second leg, Calabar would have to beat Waterford. And will that be easy? What I saw from Waterford today, jeez. Rochelle Lama said you have a school named CC. Yeah, the big bad CC, eh? The big bad CC. Alright, so people, I'm going to jump in the comment section. I'm going to jump on the Waterford versus George's game. So let me give you 5 minutes of take on that game. Alright, so interestingly, first off, high intensity, very, very high intensity. Nil-all, game ended nil-all for the first half. The better chances in the game came to the Waterford team. They punched the ball in the final third, create second. They play very well off the second ball. Georges find it difficult to deal with them in the first half. But Georges tried to play their football, were keeping possession. But based off how direct Waterford was, the game kind of become a bit scrappy and out of Georges' control. And that is the reason why Waterford created quite a few chances as well. Now, one thing I realized with the Georges team is this, and I have to say this straight. Never bell, fuzzy, kick more shot. Not for kick. People, let me tell you this. Georges could be in some prime position to hurt their opponent. But guess what they do? They opted to pass. And they have some players who can really, really strike the ball. They could be in 20 yards in front of goal. 20 yards, close, edge, between 30 to 20 yards. I'm sure you can hit the ball. I'm sure they have the ball in so much chance and they playing the ball in this horseshoe type of thing. I'm not saying it is bad, but I'm not a gambler. But what I do know is that you cannot win the lotto if you don't buy a ticket. Buy a ticket. Just buy a ticket. You know what? The difference in the first half, what Waterford was it? Waterford number 7 was causing the defense the George's defense a lot of problems because every first ball he won, every single first ball. Every first ball he won it. Even the second ball, if you don't get the first ball, he wins the second ball. And they find it very, very difficult dealing with him. Now what he did, it was pivotal. He get off his shot. It could be a half chance, it could be a quarter chance. He's hitting the ball at goal, which creates a bit of nervousness with the defense because you don't want him kicking, you don't want him going at your goal, despite that. So, in essence, the number 6 for Waterford worked really hard. The number 11, the number 10, they work extremely hard. Good defensive structure. The defense not taking anything. Play the ball out. Simplest. They're not taking any chance. A lot of tackles. A lot of aggression. Georges really, really try to play their style of football because it's their own pitch and they wanted to impress the home fans. The fans was crazy. No, in the second half, no. This is where the thing took the turn. In the second half is where it really, really took the turn. Now, what happened in the second half is this. Georges, for some reason, I did an interview with him as well, Xavier. He dropped back a little bit. For those who know, that's the Rasta that played in Georges. Technical quality. Very, very technical player. He dropped back a little bit deeper. And I think the number 10, number 11. That's Brockett and number 11. Now, these 3 players took up the second half in hand. And they played some beautiful football. I have to be honest. They played some gorgeous football. 1 touch, 2 touch, 1 touch pass, 2 touch pass, 1 touch, tiki-taka, not there, there. Patience. As I said, maybe a little too patient when they should have gotten Zabi, yeah. When they should have Zabi Taylor. Zabi Taylor, isn't Zabi Taylor's name? I'm sure his last name is Taylor. Let me get, CD, correct me if I'm wrong. Along with the number 12. Yeah, captain material. in short, in cuss, in cuss, because I think he played over to the right hand side a little bit closer to me there. In cuss, Wolper cussing, but not cussing to demotivate. Cuss to say get it right, this that, basically. Zabier Taylor, yes. What Mr. Xavier? My mistake. My apologies. My sincere apologies. No, they really, really took up the game in the second half, and they dominated Central. No. In the midfield, I think what they did, they kind of sucked in a bit closer and keep the game a bit tighter, and that kind of limit the amount of space that they had. Now it stopped the Waterford team to put the ball, punch the ball forward on the number 7 because the number 7 was running the channel. I mean, when you talk about a striker who run the channel and he have a threat level, he has this aura about him. He has this aura about him. Like, I am not defending. And I'm telling you, he has this aura about him. Like, if he gets one chance, he's going to score. That's the feeling you get. Even the fans. And because I was standing close to Brian Burkett's father, and he said that why would they keep on leaving the number 7 open and he looks the one likely to score. Yes, he has that aura that he's going to score at any point in time. So what they did, I spoke to Fuzzy. Fuzzy said the number 7 was playing off a supplying chain, whereas once you cut off the supply, you don't have to worry about him anymore. And that's exactly what Georges did. They really cut off the supply. So the number 6, the number 8, the number 10, they were really, really trying to supply the number 7, and they find it difficult, really, really difficult because of how the midfield structure. They had a lot more. They had a lot more of the midfield, and they started dominating the midfield. And when they started doing that, that is where the goals started to flow in. I do think one of the goals though was definitely that's definitely different. Goalkeeper error. I think I can't even remember, but I think the goalkeeper, rather than going for the ball, he opted to kick the ball. Not sure because the defender was in front of him. He opted to kick the ball, and the ball just went right under his feet. But definitely, you will see it on the replay, people, on the highlights. Look out for the highlights. I'll try to start on the highlights as early as possible so you guys can get the highlights. I'm going to do that as best as possible. Alright, so that's enough on the game. So well done. Very good try. Really, really good try, Waterford. Definitely anticipating to see you guys again. Well done, Georges. Really, really good game of football. You guys came out in the second half and took the game to Waterford. Well done. Congrats. Yoloki said, Millie, what's the difference with CC's style of play and George's? Alright. CC's style of play and George's. I do think that CC impose themselves on all their opponents. They kind of... Alright, so I would say George's is similar to a possession-based team, say a Brighton, a possession-based team, but they don't impose themselves on the opponent. They don't impose themselves. They play their style of play, and with the expectation that their style of play is just going to get the job done, which is right because it's good style of play. With CC now, CC really, really impose themselves on the opponent. On the opponents, they really, really take the game to the opponent from minute one. They make more passes, they recycle the ball more than Georges recycle the ball. But what I realize the difference is that the CC players not only physically dominant, as in them big, but they definitely kick a lot more shots. They are way more direct than Georges. And that is the reason why CC would be a team that scored probably more goals than Georges. Because they impose themselves on them physically impose because they're big as I mentioned. The man ain't big like me. And I'm big, me about 6 foot and have little body. That's the difference with CC and Georges. But two teams are exceptionally good technically. Really, really good technically. And I would also in that category, I would put stats in that category in regards to a team that impose themselves technically, and I'll put Dintil as that type of team as well, who impose themselves technically based on the physicality and how they play football. Alright, so people, that's enough on this. Shane Billy said CC and Georges are the same style. They will pass the daylight out of the ball. True, but the difference, as I said, CC will for sure go at goal. Georges kind of, I don't know, they want to pass the ball inside of the 18-yard box. CC, they have some players who will struck it from outside, and they are not afraid to kick it. They're not afraid to kick it. I would say, and as I said, I'll put stats in that category. They play similar possession-based style of play. They impose themselves on opponent as well. Dintil do the same. Who else play that style of play? Georges, JC do that as well. JC do impose themselves as well. So definitely that's one to look at. So these are the big guns, as people would say. Alright, so people are going to move to the preview now for the next game. We're going to start off with the Manning Cup first. Let's see, some next match days tomorrow. Maybe not a lot of games tomorrow. Exactly, see, me know it's an old game I play tomorrow. Holy Trinity, St. Diego. Alright, so people in the comment section, what I want you guys to do, for each game we comment, I want you guys to drop the predictions. In... Shane Billings said, Stats and Dintil cannot compare to Georges and CC. No other teams pass the ball like those. Alright, in the amount of passes, I was speaking, alright, they don't make the amount of passes, but they also impose themselves on the team. Alright, so let me tell you, Dintil, Stats, JC are similar in how they play. Catching as well, those four teams, they are similar in how they play. They pass the ball, but they are very, very direct. CC and Georges just pass. Oh, forgot. I try and score a goal. Let's go score a goal now. Goal. Pass. Yeah, probably that's so. So people, me could move down to people. Me could move on to the predictions on the people. Me could move on. We almost gonna how I know I show the people. Let's go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 Manning Cup games to do. We have 7 Manning Cup games to do. We have JC playing against Cedar Grove tomorrow. By Cedar Grove. That's close to me, no? That's close to me. Oh, that's not. Oh, people, these games are not for tomorrow. Oh, so there's no Manning Cup game for tomorrow. People. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave this for tomorrow. So there's no Manning Cup game for tomorrow, people. The next Manning Cup games are on Thursday. Let's see what's happening for the DaCosta Cup. Let's see what's happening for the DaCosta Cup tomorrow. Let's see how much games are playing tomorrow in the DaCosta Cup. January? That's a lot. That is a lot. So no Money Cup game, people, tomorrow, people. So we won't touch on the Money Cup games. We're gonna leave that until I would say leave that until tomorrow. So tomorrow night we'll be doing the Money Cup preview. That's for tomorrow night, people. So for now, we are gonna touch on the DaCosta Cup. The preview for the DaCosta Cup. Alright, so we have someone smashing the subscribe button. Let's see who that is. It's coming up, and there you are. We have Mobile PC X. Mobile PC EXE. So let's go, people. Let's go. DaCosta Cup, people. Let's go. We're gonna start off with up top here. So we have Edwin Allen versus Lennon. First game. So people, me I hope so one game I play close by me. If there's no game playing close to me, I might not be able to watch any one of the games tomorrow. And so far, I'm not seeing no game close to me. Hey, I'm not seeing no game close to me, people. So maybe tomorrow I'm rest there. We have a game, man. We have another game at Port Esquivel. So we're going to look at that. So people, let's start off. Lennon versus Edwin Allen. Drop your predictions in the comment section and let's start off. So we can close this off as soon as possible. You're lucky that CC playing tomorrow. We just need 3 predictions, people. Only 3 predictions. 3 predictions, people. Let's go. Subscriber said respect cause this a man just I ignore my comment. Subscriber, what comment? Subscriber, the thing is not subscriber. I'm seeing over 200 comments in the comment section. I'm not sure if I'm going to catch all the comments. I highly doubt I can catch all the comments. Tazia said Edwin Allen 2. Yellow said Edwin Allen 3. Tyrone Turner said Edwin Allen 2-0. Rashian Larman said Edwin Allen 2-2. Interesting. So let's have a look at the group. So Edwin Allen versus Lennon. Let's go have a look at the groups, people. Edwin Allen versus Lennon. Let's find the group. Edwin Allen versus Lennon. That's a good start. Edwin Allen 2-0. Edwin Allen defeated Lennon earlier this season in the first leg. 4 goals to 1. I do think that Lennon kind of get better during the time period there. So I think Lennon 2-0. I'm going to go Edwin Allen 2-0, people. Edwin Allen 2-0. That game will be played at Edwin Allen, actually. Next game we have Clarendon College versus Kellits, people. Clarendon College versus Kellits. So far, Kellits have conceded 18 goals in 4 games. They will be playing against Clarendon College, who scored 17 goals in 4 games. Have another subscriber. Let's see who that is. First before I move. Jenna Black Boss. Big up. Welcome to the program, Jenna Black Boss. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys subscribing. Howard Godfrey said Edwin Allen 3-0. Peter Parker said subscriber. So it go, man. No one expect that question, I guess. No, man, it's not. I know that. No, me never see question. Me never see it at all. Me miss a lot. Okay, alright. Big up. My apologies. My sincere apologies. I can't see all the questions, but my apologies. Your lucky said CC 10, Kelly 0. Tazia Green said CC 4-0. Mr. Nine said CC I use them reserve. Players know, so 6 love. Jesus. Peter Parker said Orlando Crow, when Stats play CC and beat them without conceding, then I'll agree with you. Interesting. Case Sports TV said CC winning 5-0. Rashian Lamar said CC 10, Kelly 0. Robert Brown said, remember I told you guys to watch out for Waterford. Big up. Tyrone Turner said CC 7-0. I'm going to say CC 4-0. CC 4, Kelly 0. So let's move on again. Tatius Golding versus Central. Let's have a look at that group. Let's have a look at that group. Tatius Golding versus Central. So Central, who is on 9 points, it seems to be in favor of Central. Tejas Golden conceded 20 goals. Wow, that's a lot. Central scored 8, conceded 4, so they are conceding as well. I'm going to go Central 3, Tejas Golden 1. I think I might go to this game. Let's see how the day, tomorrow proceeds. I might attend that game based on the time span. Hopefully, we can reach home in time. If you catch a stream, last time we went to that far, we reach home about 8 o'clock, and we catch a stream on it that. So maybe that's a game that I'll be attending, people. Central 3, Tejas Golden 1. See in the comments. Let's see what you guys say in the comments. Tyron Turner said Central 3-0. Tyron Turner, Purge Fire said 1 College, 16 MG. Tazio said Central 2. Howard Godfrey said what happened for Zone K. Rashian Lamont said Central 4-2. Tyron Turner says Tejas Golden always a concede goal. Yeah, Tejas always a concede goal. I don't know what. Peter Parker said Glenmere Group is a real group of death. Old Harbour looks good and haven't heard about them much. Yeah, they look good for real. I saw them and they look good. They can play. They can play. But Glenmere is definitely a quality team. I saw Glenmere. Glenmere play the ball really, really good. They play similar to that of Dintil. They play similar to Dintil. Not much passes like CC, but a very, very attacking force. A bit more direct. So we have Denby versus Glenmere, and this game will be played at Denby. Denby versus Glenmere, and this game will be played at Denby. I'm going to say Denby 1, Glenmere 2. It might be a closer game than we thought. It can be. I can be wrong, but I think it's going to be a closer game than most people thought. Let's see in the comment section. Dintil in the driving seat. Glenmere Group. People, what's the predictions for the Glenmere game? Glenmere Denby. I said Glenmere 2, Denby 1. Shamari Foster. Forrest. Shamari Forrest. Mr. Foster. I read the name wrong, you know. Shamari Forrest said 3-1. Glenmere. Tazio Green said Glenmere 3-1. Ricardo said, I think Waterford number 6 can play for Jamaica under 20 team. No, he's under 20 team. Interesting. Not sure. I would have to see him up against Romain Blake or JC. I would love to see him up against a JC or Romain Blake who plays for the under 20. But he is quality. That number 6, he is some real quality. Number 1 guy said Glenmere 4-2. Rochelle Lamar said Glenmere 4-2. Ricardo said I just read that a while ago. So I got 3. K Sports said Clarendon Derby 3-1 Glenmere. Exactly. That's what I said. I think it's going to be a closer game than what we thought. So we have Belfield versus the Carthage College. Let me go down to that group. Belfield versus the Carthage College. Belfield on 7 points. The Carthage on 9. How the first game go? How the game go between both of them? They drew 1-1. Interesting. That was Belfield's first game as well. Belfield has been a decline in form. They lost to Belair. And they also lost to Manchester. The Carthage College defeated Media. They drew with Mount St. Joseph. They drew with Manchester as well. And they drew with the Carthage College. Let me see. Oh, they haven't played Belair as yet. Why it look like it can be a Belfield win? It has a Belfield, like, I'm going to say Belfield 1-0. Based off the score lines I saw from Belfield. It seems as if a Belfield 1-0. Shamar first said the number 9 bad. Yeah, the Glenmere number 9. But the wicked man at 10. At the 10. Number 1 guy said only bad is that Jamaica has not played under 20 games until a World Cup time. True. We need to have an under 20 tournament. Maybe. No, we did have an under 20. Well, just in patches. Tazia said DC 2-1. Ricardo said I see Waterford going to semi-finals in the Manning Cup or even finals. Interesting. we have to see what they do in the second round. Let's see what they do in the second round first. Because the second round is going to be a tough part. Alright guys, so when St. Elizabeth take play Garv Massey, I will bet. Number one guys at DC 3-1. Let's not speak about Mount St. Joseph result. Dwayne Johnson, Tivoli Garden versus Edie Dalton James is a big win. TJ4, Edie 2. True, that's a big win. So most people are saying DC 2. People are saying DC is going to win that one. Let me go to the next game we have is Bellier versus Manchester. Tough game. Manchester is the only team that defeated Bellier so far. Manchester on 13 points, played 5 games. They haven't lost a game. Good run of form for Manchester. I'm going to say Manchester at Bellier 2-1. I think Bellier will score. The fans, the warm fans, and the noise, and the crowd, and the enjoyment. The fans will be pushing them. I think they're going to score. I'm going to say Manchester 2-1. Manchester Bellier. Manchester 2, Bellier 1. So the next game we have is Titchfield versus Port Antonio, people. In the comment section, let's see. Manchester High, Howard Godfrey said. Jahari O'Connor said Norman Manley 4-1. Tarrant, big result as well. KSI Sports said Chester 3-1. Number one guy said the only time in my life I will ask Chester to win. Please win Chester. Number one guy said 1-0 Chester. I think it's going to be a 2-1. Me know, man. Me know. Because you want DC, you really want to see something from DC this season, right? Rasheen Larman said Manchester 1-1. Shamari. Forrest said, what happened to Paul Bogle? What do you mean? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by what happened to Paul Bogle? So we have Titchfield versus Port Antonio, people. I'm going to say Manchester 2, Bellier 1. We have Titchfield versus Port Antonio. Let me find that group. Just jump on Anna to be. Titchfield on 7 points, leading the group. Port Antonio on 4 points. Let's see. Happy Grove defeated them. So it's the first meeting between Titchfield and Port Antonio. I'm going to say Titchfield 2, Port Antonio 0. Titchfield 2, Port Antonio 0, people. Javi and Cammy TV, Portland Derby, I have Titchfield winning 2-1. Or I said my school now fired this year. We're going. I say, come on. Yeah, man, goodly only chance we have for our next 3 years. Oh, really? January? That rough, you know? And that's how you pray, so. I say, go still. Me could see, no? Me could see. Tyrone Turner said Chester 2-0. Tyrone Turner said Titchfield 3-0. So we can move from that one now to the next game. Happy Grove versus Fear Prospect. Happy Grove 3-0. Fear Prospect not going good. I don't know what happened. They're not going good at all. Happy Grove 3-0. Happy Grove 3-0, people. Moving on to the next game, we have Mayday versus Mount St. Joseph. Mount St. Joseph, 4 points. Big result for them today. They draw out their Carthage College. Big result. I think Mount St. Joseph will defeat Mayday. 1-0. I think they'll defeat Mount St. Joseph, Mayday 1-0. Mount St. Joseph to win 1-0. In the comment section, what's your thoughts? Number one guy said Open Playstyle. Number one guy said Upper Grove 4-0. Howard Godfrey said Charlemont High look good. Well, I make us see now. Peter Parker said Media 1, Mount St. Joseph 0. Number one guy said Mount St. Joseph 3-1. Move to the next one, people. St. James versus Anchovy. St. James versus Anchovy, people. If I move through, none of people have gone over hour. You know, it's a language there, gone over hour. Not long. Not long, people. So, we have St. James versus Anchovy, people. Let's have a look. Anchovy there at bottom of my table and them must struggle. Anchovy is really, really struggling. St. James on 6 points. Anchovy conceded 25 goals, while St. James only conceded 3. And St. James 3 goals to 0. I think this is going to be a big boost for St. James if they win this game. 3 goals to 0. I think St. James is going to win this. 3 goals to 0. Drop your predictions in the comment section. Jump to the next one. Tyrone Turner said 7-2 St. James. Number 1 guy said Mayday look horrible. Dalton right. Big up MG. What's up General there? One more dental technical high. Big up Dalton. Russian Larman said 3-2 Mount St. James. Whoa. Jano. Nice. Alright. Number 1 guy said St. James 4-2. Alright. So going to move on to the next game we have, which is Irwin versus Malden. Irwin versus Malden, people. In the comment section, Irwin versus Malden. Irwin basically en route to qualify for the second round. Quite easy. Seems like Cardinal Colleges have to hold on to third or battle out for second. But let's see how that one goes. Let's see if Cardinal really pick up pace. But we'll see how that one. We'll let it go. Irwin 3-0. Irwin 4-0. I'm going to say Irwin 4-0. Irwin 4, Anchovy 0. I got for the 10 catching derby. I want to see Enid Bennett versus Yorton I. Rashan said that group is very mouth watering. The same group, yeah? Yeah, based off of how everything's set up though. Irwin, Greenpan, Cornwall, Malden, St. James. This group is a tough group. And I don't think anyone expected this from Cornwall. Even me, I thought Cornwall would be running away with the group. That's what I thought. Number 1 said, how many teams go through, by the way? It depends. Some group you have best third place based off points. And let me look at this group. So far, this group pointing don't really look good. When you look at even the Charlemont group, Charlemont is at third place. Let me look. Let me show you guys. Let me show you me talk about. Charlemont is on 15 points, right? Many teams in their zone is yet to hit 15 points. Someone just hit the subscribe button. Let's see who that is, so we can give them a big shout out. Let's see who that is. Lee Jam with some arrows. Alright, so the thing I'm speaking about, Charlemont is on 15 points. Second and third place are 3 points different, but both of them are on 18 and 15 respectively. Now, let's have a look through some of the other groups and look at their point standing. So I'm going to start from down here. And Charlemont is actually 15 points in third place. Zone 0, 7 points top the group. Zone N, 7 points top the group as well. Zone M, 9 points top the group. If someone else hitting subscribe button, let's give them a shout out as well. Let's see who that is. Suchman, AW, big up, welcome to the MG Sports family. Paul Bogle on 18 points. See, Paul Bogle is on 18 points. And second place in that group is on 18 points. Yalas on 14. So not even Yalas, who is in second or third, are on the amount of points that Charlemont are on. And they're in third position. So I'm just showing you guys what the teams that will get best third place, what they're likely to look like. So look at this now. Taki group, 14 points, still not Charlemont. Zone I, York Castle, 13 points. Clarence CC. Jano Star. Some people are hit the subscribe button, man. Some people like the subscribe button. Let me see who that. Zidane, hashtag 11. Welcome, Zidane, hashtag 11. I have some people that unsubscribe and I hit back the subscribe button to get the shout out. People, come on, people. We have a show for running up, people. Let's go. So, you guys understand what I'm saying. That's how best third place fall in action. So, we have Rossies versus Hopewell. Number 1 guy said, Phil Joe said, Cornell watered down. Tyrone said, Cornell gets soft. Howard Godfrey said, Irwin Norwich, no way. Number 1 guy said, Cornell must be the most inconsistent team in the whole competition. Father Boy said, Waterford is a very good team, true. Howard Godfrey said, Geisel High have 7 points. Rochelle Norman said, the show need to be 2 hours. I love it. Jano, 2 hours? 2 hours? Jeez. People, 2 hours too, me think 2 hours too long, people. Me think 2 hours too long. Reason being, I don't want to, I want to run through everything, and I don't want to start repeating myself. So that's the reason why I keep it as short and spicy and as informative, and also not to bring forward any level of repetition. That's what I do. I don't want to do that. Rossies versus Opel, people. Predictions for that one. Tyron Turner said Rossies 3-0. K Sports TV said Rossies 3-0. Tazia Green said Rossies 3-1. And number one guy said it now look too good. We have to go try and sneak a second place. And Dalton said, I told you McGrath going to win. Yeah. I mean, I hope still. But I say go. Dalton said, I told you Dintle would score 5 only. Things is the way they concede. Thing is, they conceded 1. But that's how it is. That's how it is, man. Sometimes when you take your foot off the gas, that's the reason why it's important not to take your foot off the gas. You concede when you take your foot off the gas. Godfrey said the Russians 4, Opel 1. Let me jump over to the Russies group. Opel 3 points, concede 19. Jano Star against a Russies team won't score so much goal. I'm going to say Russies 4-0. Saying people are spiteful. I'm going to say Russies 4-1. ASM Netta, welcome to the program. Really appreciate you guys subscribing. You don't know, I forget a shout out, hit the subscribe button. Let me look again. So Russies 4. Let's now move to Merlin Atty versus Froome. Merlin Atty versus Froome. Merlin Atty conceded 25 goals and only scored 1 against a Froome team who scored 24 and only conceded 1. People, tell me your predictions for this one. Only concede 1, score 24. Concede 25, only score 1. Number one guy said Russians 2-0. So I tell the people, I feel like a lot of people just unsubscribe. Subscribe again, so that's make nice. But anyways, Gaming Pro, me know man, because I know Gaming Pro. It can be a different Gaming Pro. But for sure, me know me see that name there already. Tazia Green said Froome 4-0. Froome 10-0. Tyrone Turner. Rushy and Lamar said Russians 5-1. Oh, I got what happened between the Dintle Tech guys and the Hill game, the Geisel game. Dintle won, was it a 5-1? Dintle won 5-1. Number one guy said Froome 6 is real. ASM Netta, big up. BB Coke 3-1. So people, Merlin Atty versus Froome. I'm going to say Froome 2-0. No, Froome 4-0. My apologies. Froome 4-0. Next game we have is Herbert Marson versus Mushet. Herbert Marson versus Mushet, people. Herbert Marson versus Mushet. This is a Herbert Marson game. Herbert Marson conceded 17 goals, scored 5. Mushet conceded 21. Herbert Marson 2-1. I'm going Herbert Marson 2-1, people. In the comment section, what are your predictions? Number one guy said Froome 6. SMS said BB Cook 3-1. Tyrone Turner said Herbert Marson 2-1. Howard Godfrey said, which school you call, brother? Herbert Marson versus Mushet. That's the school. Herbert Marson versus Mushet. So I said 2-1 for in that game. I'm look at the comments now. Waterford said K Sports said Herbert Marson 3-1. Russian Lamar said Froome 7-0. Alright, so let's move now to the next game, which is Spot Valley versus William Nid. Spot Valley only on 2 points, William Nid on 9 points. I saw William Nid in the preseason against Georges. Georges defeated them 1-0. Don't remember the cup name that they played for. Interesting game as well. Very interesting game. They do have a good team. William, they do have a good team. See, they haven't conceded a goal as yet in their zone. Interesting. They have only played 3 games. They have won all 3, scoring 21 goals. William Nib 4, Spot Valley 0. Not sure Spot Valley is capable of breaking their defense line. Spot Valley will score like 2 goals. Unless it's a penalty, which is, yeah, that's likely. So William did 4, Spot Valley 0. Looking at the comment. George Gooden said only one team across both Man and DaCosta Cup haven't conceded a goal as yet after 7 games, 7 clean sheet. No, it's not one team. William did catching haven't conceded a goal as yet. Saying catching is yet to concede a goal. St. Catching is one of the teams who's yet to concede a goal. Zidane said each team play. I'm not sure about that, Zidane. How much match a team? How much match? They're playing 2 games, double headers. Double headers. Rashane Larman said Herbert Marson 3-2. Tyron Turner said William did 4-0. Howard Godfrey said Herbert Marson take 5. Mushet 1. Not 876 goals, said DaCosta College versus Belfield. Prediction MG. What made you predict for that? 2-1 DaCosta? 2-1 DC when they say our Belfield for win. I think when they say Belfield 1-0. Belfield 1-0. Tazia Green says Stats haven't as yet. Stats. But I'm sure there are other teams, man. Rachel Lamont said, wow, Cedric Titus are going on with things though. Big up Pogba. Taki number 18. Big up, bro. Massive respect. Thank you very much for joining. Next game is Wycliffe Martin versus Anato Bay. Wycliffe Martin versus Anato Bay. Let's have a look at that group. Scroll go down at that group there. Wycliffe Martin versus Anato Bay. Anato Bay 2, Wycliffe 1. Anato Bay to jump on 7 points. Anato Bay 2, Wycliffe 1. Comments in the prediction in the comment section. People, Tyron Turner said 2-2. Howard Godfrey said, remember the games they are playing in the evening because of the weather. They were playing earlier because of the same weather. At 1 p.m. But no, sun is out, time is out. You don't know anything already. So let's move to the next game we have. I think the next game should be. So I said Anato Bay. What we predict? Anato Bay 2-1. Yeah. Next game we have is St. Mary Tech versus Taki. St. Mary Tech versus Taki. Taki topping the zone. St. Mary Tech is on 7 points. Taki is on double St. Mary points in same games played. 17 goals scored. I think Taki played St. Mary Tech already. Let me see. Wycliffe Martin. Yeah, they drew 2-2. I think Taki is going to win this one. 2-0. Taki 2-0, people. What's your predictions, people? Taki 2-0. Tyron Turner said 3-1 Taki. Oh, interesting. Taki 2-0. I'm saying Taki 2-0. People, drop your predictions in the comment section of people. Now, boiling down to the last games, we have Veer versus Winston Jones. Let's go up to that group. Veer versus Winston Jones. That's going to be Veer for sure. But by how much? I'm looking at the group to see how much. How much I would predict it for. Okay, so Winston Jones conceded 29 goals. Veer scored 12. Interesting. Veer 4-0. Veer 4-0, people. Pogba said 5-0 Taki. Number 1 guy said Taki 2-1. Tyron Turner said Veer 5-1. Rachel Lamar said that group is very easy. Howard Godfrey said Rockabesa High 2. Port Antonio 2. Number 1 guy said we all know Veer are going LOL. Number 1 guy also said Veer 5-0. Final game, people. Kempsey versus Garvey Massey. You guys remember this game at the stadium, right? Where the game drew 2-2. But unfortunately, Kempsey has been inconsistent since then. Very inconsistent. They lost to Veer, and they also defeated Winston Jones 2-0. I'm going to say Veer 3-1. Veer 3-1 versus Kempsey, people. Tyrone Jones said God must see 3-0. Number one guy said conceded 29 in 5 games. That rough still very. That very, very rough number one guy. Extremely rough. So people, we have covered all of the DaCosta Cup games that will be played tomorrow. We have covered all of the DaCosta Cup games that will be played tomorrow. If you have missed anything, people, for sure, the best I can do is tell you guys to go back at the start of the show where you can catch every single detail of it. We have been here for 1 hour and 16 minutes. Look at me, see, I'm sweating. I'm sweating, people, to run through the score lines. Sweating. Really, really sweating. But for sure, this was definitely a good show, people. I'm telling you the truth. It was a good show. Let me take a few more comments before we officially close up. Tazios Green said 1-1. Cubans 3. Kemsil 1. Rachel Lamar said the Cubans 4-2. Subscribers said, who do you think is the best team so far? A long time I be the German people are gonna get tired of me. I say it. Every time I get asked the question. So far, CC subscriber, CC. Until someone really, really wants CC, jip them up and box them up. For me, it's CC based on what I have seen. Howard Godfrey said Taki High 4, St. Mary 2. So far, it is CC. Anyway, so people, I'm gonna close off now because I need to do the updates. I need to also do the what is that called again? The highlights. Need to do the highlights for the game. Tazia Green says Stets and Dintil going perfect. Alright, so people, anyone who's just tuning in, I want to say, people, everyone, thank you very much for tuning in, people. As you can see here, remember to support our sponsors at Soft Sports. You can check out their Instagram page. And also, let me just jump and get the contacts for them, because I normally have it, so I can say it. I normally have it, so I can say it. Alright, so you can. This is your number, people. So I'm giving you guys your number. Soft Sports. Let me play the video. As you can see, let me play the video. They do have all sporting gears. You can get it. Call them at 876-236-2104. That's your WhatsApp number. Phone call this time now. 876-236-7374. That's Top Sports, people. You can get all football gears. I can see that Gerard Neal there, getting their gears, and in his left hand you see socks, proper socks. That is the Cuban's head coach, Marian God himself, assistant coach in Reggae Boyz, Marian God. That is where most people, we get the best. You get the best product. And if you see all these top people shopping at Top Sports, it means that something is happening there. It means that you can get their best price. You can get all the best stuff right there, people. The Cubans, that's where the Cubans get their stuff. Roger said, alright, got for Lamar, the Cuban playing Manning Cup. Anyways, people. Roger got the easy. Anyways, people, everyone who tuned in, people, massive respect. Really, really appreciate you guys. Everyone who tuned in. May I tell you some people, love the program. Really good program. We've hit 139 likes. Very appreciative of that. I want to say, guys, see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow review show. Tomorrow evening review show. Tomorrow morning, normally do the 9 a.m. live. Most persons won't be on it because schools and all these things. But for sure, I have some updates to drop tomorrow on the 9 a.m. live. So look out for that one. And also, look out for the post-match tomorrow evening review show, preview show for, that would be for the Thursday games. The Manning Cup and the DaCosta Cup games on Thursday. So guys, so hopefully you guys are doing good. Guna is a Cuban playing Manning Cup or coaching a team. I don't understand. Rajay Grant, the Garvey Masio team, their nickname is Cuban. That's the thing. Their nickname is Cuban. But big up everyone who tuned in. Massive respect, people. MG Sports TV, people. Nice to have you here, people. We are out. Tired. Need to go and get the rest, people. See you guys again. We're out. Boom.